How was the weekend of games?
Not bad. I mean, split, picked up 3 out of 6 points. I mean, I guess they got five, so I guess we didn't really split, but first one we lost 4-3. It was just a shitty change. Gave up a 2-0. They scored, made it 4-3, and that's how the game ended. And then Saturday we lost in OT. Off a face off, won it back. Guy walked the blue, sift one through. Hugo screen, didn't really see it. And then yesterday we won in overtime. So
Nice.
2 overtime games and a 1 goal game. So it was tight.
Yeah, usually is with Maine.
Yeah.
That's how it
Well,
usually
this
goes.
this year, anyways,
Yeah, well, yeah, true.
it's totally different. Last year, every game was ridiculous.
Yeah. Since the last episode, there's been a lot that has happened. One is a new app, the Underdog app, that is coming out hopefully this week or next week. A lot's involved with. I've been informing Dylan and Colin about this for the past week or so, and it's in the final stages. It's just going to get submitted into the Apple developing program along with Google's App Store. So, it should be to you guys within the week. And there's a lot to it, and I'm really excited. There's a lot of exclusive things to app users. One that I'm really excited about that I actually just thought about the other day is a community forum where users can actually share their favorite workouts and their favorite regiments that can benefit that the other people can benefit from, and then you can get information from your peers as well. And there's also another forum that has your favorite quotes, and those quotes will actually be the top quote will be selected and chosen as a daily quote notification, and that's going to be my favorite feature, I think. And I think that's what people are going to like most about the app is when you accept notifications from the Underdog app. Every morning, there's going to be a daily quote that goes out, and down the road there will be a subscription service to like specific categories. So hustle quotes, positivity quotes, like whatever you're aspiring or anything
Yeah.
you're struggling with at the time that you really need a boost for. Geez, let's see what else is there, Dylan. We got the podcast. The podcast is going to be on there, so it'll be right at your fingertips, along with Underdog School of Thought, which is a playlist on our YouTube channel. That honestly, I think it's good content. Like people can get a lot from it because there's a lot of packed stuff within our podcast episodes, and it just kind of breaks it down like episode to episode. There was so much from the Austin Berg episode,
Yeah.
like so much.
That was an
Yeah,
awesome
and
episode.
and once again, thanks Austin for coming on. That was unreal. He had a ton of good stuff to say, a lot of good advice. And I mean, look at the content we got from him. It was like 7 or 8 Underdog School of Thought posts, which is what we post on behind the Underdogs on Instagram. But yeah, so it's really exciting. So we also have the affiliate program in there, so a wish list, literally everything
Yeah, I
you can
think the
think about.
beauty of it, yeah, the beauty of the app is just that everything's right there in one spot. You can access everything from the app. So I think that'll be
Yeah.
huge going forward.
And then the monthly subscription service.
Yep.
So now that I'll explain that briefly before Colin gets in here. Um, it's a $7 subscription every month. You can pay monthly or yearly. And what it is each month there's an Underdog story that is kind of printed on a flyer, and it's sent in the mail along with a different motivational quoted sticker each month. And it's kind of motivation in a package. And then from that sticker, whatever sticker's created, there's going to be a hoodie created regarding that sticker. So if it's like, fear nothing, like the fear nothing hoodie that was just released, it'll be like if it was a quote about fear, the hoodie, fear nothing. You know what I mean? Something like that. But yeah, so it's really exciting stuff. But here is Colin. So let's add him in. What's up, Colin?
What's
where
good?
where are you?
I'm in I'm in Naples, dude.
Are you literally
Oh my
outside?
God.
Are you outside right now?
No, no, no. I'm in my condo.
Why do you have your sunglasses on?
Dude, because like this whole thing is just open concept, dude. It's crazy. So there's just sun like everywhere, dude. Like I've been trying to get the lighting right, dude.
Well, try to stay in one spot because you're like black, then you're white.
Yeah.
Black, then you're white.
Dude, I know. Hold on. I'm gonna try and move some shit, dude. Hold on. And dude, the background thing, like it looks dope, dude, but it's like backwards. It's a shit show.
No, it's not.
No, it looks good.
No, it's straight on ours.
Dude, mine is backwards. I don't know why.
Yeah, see, we can't do it because we don't have newer laptops, so we can't put it on. So I guess you're the only one with a nice background.
Damn, dude. Dude, it looks clean, dude. I like it.
Yeah, I do like it. I tried to make it so it's like your body's in the middle and then everything else is on the sides. I think it looks dope. I think it looks
dude. No, it does look dope, dude. It's just my face, dude. I look like I got freaking Bell's palsy in that picture. But besides, I've been down here for about a week for the second half of the J term. I go back to Trin on February 18th, and so I'm just down here taking a finance class, lifting. My buddy on the Cardinals has got a membership at this nice gym down in Naples, so I've been lifting there. It's a beautiful gym. I mean, it's got everything. It's got like a hit section, free weights.
Sounds like you're living the life.
Yeah, no kidding.
Awesome down here.
Oh
I love it.
God, can I come?
Florida, dude. State of the free, dude. Come on down. It's awesome down here. Love it down in Florida.
Oh God. All right. So we're a couple minutes out from the interview. So I just want to kind of catch everybody up, and so they're not going in cold turkey to the interview. This guy, Dylan and I were talking about it a little earlier. It's exciting. It's an exciting interview because it's an underdog story. Like it's a pure underdog story. And I know everybody has an underdog story, but it's like he's going into a section of his life that it's kind of like it's not guaranteed whatsoever. The fitness industry is so saturated, and he had a career job and he quit to pursue his passion. And I love that. I absolutely love that because so many people, they go every day just doing something that they don't like. And that's just disappointing. So this is going to he's a prime example of doing what you love. So we're excited to hear his advice to anybody who's kind of like hesitant to going into something they're passionate about or something that they just actually want to do in life. Everybody has like a hobby and stuff like that, but whether they pursue it as an actual job, there's a small percentage who actually do. So we're really excited about this one. What do you guys think? Have you guys done any more research on him?
Yeah, no, I'm excited just to hear kind of what motivated him. I think that's obviously a common theme we've had, but just to see kind of what fuels his fire and what gets him going and where he's off to next.
Yeah, Colin, I can't get over this get up, right? This is unbelievable. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Just like,
oh yeah,
everything all put together. He's got the sunglasses, beautiful background. I love it.
Dude, the background's fire, dude. No, appreciate you sending me the background, dude. This thing is sick. Like I had to make sure this thing was on there, you know.
See now, how nice would it be if all three of us had that?
That'd be fire.
It'd be
and Joey,
sweet.
you got the green
when
screen, dude. Green screen city for the kid. Like that looks clean, dude.
Well, I wanted to do the background that I made, but like I just can't. So I just tossed up the backdrop in the background. So
yeah. They have a section too. Like you can do the green screen thing.
Neither Joey and I can support it. It sucks because it looks awesome.
I know.
Yeah, I will get it up. We'll get it up eventually. But no, this kid looks like a freak. Like I was on his Instagram last night and I was going through, dude, and like the progression this kid's had. He's 89 kilos, which I think is like 195 pounds, which is obviously like a very competitive weight section for Olympic lifting. But I mean, the numbers this kid's putting up when you look at what he was doing like even 6 months ago versus now, like the progression is really, really impressive. So I'm interested to pick his brain, kind of see where he's at. And I think with a lot of these guys too, just mentally, just the approach with these guys mentally. Obviously, we all know in the fitness industry the discipline it takes. I mean, you can't really have days off. Saw a couple of Ronas on the Instagram, so that concerned me a little bit, but I think he'll be good. You know, he'll figure it out.
Yeah, some people actually live a little bit, you know. So
exactly.
Yeah. So all right, boys, let's head over to the interview. Hey, how's it going, man?
There we go.
Good, man. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Mess up on the time there.
Yeah, the time zones that confuses everybody. I'm Joe. That's Dylan in the right there, and that's Colin down there.
What's up, guys?
So how's it going, man? What are you at work right now?
Yeah. I just finished up with a client actually.
Gotcha. Nice. So how's that been going? That's with Hunger in the Wild?
Correct. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So now, is that your like company, or is that you just a strength coach there?
Yeah, I'm the head strength coach here. The guy who owns the company, his name's Kyle Dosterkill. He's had this gym for about 4 years now. I came on about a year ago, but we've both kind of been putting a lot of energy into growing the gym and the online business and stuff. So it's been going pretty good.
Yeah. So you just came out of college, and did you have a job before that, and then you just decided to kind of trek into the fitness industry?
Yeah. So I kind of went to college. Yeah, pretty much right out of high school. I knew I was not like gonna try to go to school. Like it was just, I was never like a academic, really good at school. So I started selling cars like right out of high school, like 19 years old, and I didn't even work out at the time. I was just working pretty much, and then I had trained like since I was 11 years old, but you get out of high school, you don't really want to do much of anything that involves sports, or at least I didn't. And then so came across like some CrossFit and stuff while I was working at this gym, or working at this dealership. And then that's whenever I started kind of dabbling into the personal training and coaching aspect of it, and was doing it like on the side and stuff. And then one day I was like, you know what, I want to do this full time. So about 6 years later, I decided to make the transition, and here we are.
Nice. So what? Go ahead, Dylan. What were you saying?
No, go ahead, Joe.
No, I was just gonna say, like what made you wanna do that? Like, did you have a plan? Like coming out of high school, were you just kind of just didn't know what was gonna happen, you're just winging it, or?
I had no plan. Still don't really have a plan. No, I didn't really have a plan. I just was like, I started doing, working. I started working out a little bit, but I just didn't have like a drive. And then, started doing CrossFit, started hanging out at that gym, and saw like, people training and coaching. And I was like, man, I think I want to try this. And I just started kind of making steps towards going that route, but it would always kind of go in the back burner because I was making, pretty good money doing what I was doing. And so just go to the back burner. And then one day I was like, you know what, money isn't my priority anymore. And so, just took a leap of faith, and here we are.
That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. So now you mentioned that you're trying to get into competing. So are you competing now, or are you thinking of getting into it down the road?
Yeah, so I've been competing in Olympic weightlifting since 2018.
Yep. Okay.
Wow, I just realized it says Kyle on there. Okay, I must be on a Zoom account.
No worries.
I started competing in 2018. I did I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Olympic weightlifting and like those competitions and stuff, but I did the American Open finals, or American Open, it's called AO3 finals in Vegas. That was like my first like pretty serious competition. And that's when I was like, all right, this is for me, like lifting on a stage in front of a bunch of people. And so from there, I kind of got the bug. And, it's not a big sport in America, in USA, Olympic weightlifting, so there wasn't a whole lot of like money or anything like that involved with it. And, but I just, something about lifting in front of a bunch of people, I just became addicted to it, and I was like, all right, let's do it. So
that's good stuff. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but most of the money that comes from that sport is through sponsorship deals and the like,
endorsements, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Prize money isn't really a thing with, you do CrossFit competitions for like prize money and stuff like that. Yep. But Olympic weightlifting, there's not many competitions that offer money, so it's pretty much sponsors and endorsements, things like that.
And now, so what point did you kind of realize that this is what you want to do? Like this was this your first meet that you kind of said, okay, the Olympic lifts, like this is what I wanted to focus on? Or kind of when did you go from that point of, just working out to really specifying in the Olympic lifts?
Pretty much it was after that first meet, like I had to sit down with my coach at the time, and he was like, "Hey man, like you have some talent in this, and if you put your energy into it, you can really do something with this." But at the time, I'm still working 12 hours at a job, and so I didn't have enough time to really train like a competitive athlete. It was more like I was training, as a hobby, and that was always the thing that kind of held me back a little bit. I mean, there's a lot that goes into training to be an elite athlete in the sport, and time is one of them. And when you don't have the time, it's kind of hard to do it. So at that point, I was like, all right, I need to make some moves to get to where I can train like I want to train, and be serious about this.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just had one question, just about your training situation with your coaches and your gym. Have you been with the same coaches and in the same gym since you started, or have you switched up, or sort of how's your program and your routine in that sense? How are you preparing?
No, so when I moved to Dallas and I started at Hunger in the Wild, I pretty much just like told Kyle, I was like, hey man, these are my goals. This is what I want to do. And sorry, there's a class going on. This is what I want to do. And, we sat down, made a plan, and he's like, all right, man, this is what you got to do to get where you want. And kind of just laid it out. And so he's been doing my programming for the last year. Prior to me moving to Dallas, I had another barbell club in Tyler I was just following their kind of like cookie cutter program, for everybody. It wasn't individualized. So I've been doing like an individual program for about a year now, and there's been a huge difference.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was going through your Instagram, looking at your videos, and your weight, like your progression in terms of how much you're lifting, it's been impressive. Even 6 months ago, a year ago, like you're definitely really, really progressing fast, and that's something that's great to see because it shows you have the physical potential, and then obviously the discipline's there as well. So that's very impressive.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So now another thing I wanted to touch on that we mentioned in the intro was you're interested in starting your own gym or online business. So now for the online business aspect of that, is that like, are you thinking training programs and stuff like that?
Yeah. So, hopefully what my plan is to continue partnership with Kyle.
Gotcha.
That's the goal. So, we both have some stuff that we're going to develop and are developing now. We already have an online kind of program that's out, through an app called Team Builder. People all over the world are doing our programming, but eventually we want to get to where, it's almost full-time online, and our gym is just kind of used for like an open gym or like a kind of like a media. Like that's where we go to shoot our videos and stuff. That's the plan. So
yeah. So now this is an interesting topic because I've talked about this with many people where they think that most of the fitness industry is going to go online, whether we like it or not. And I think COVID-19 has obviously opened our eyes to that. And I've actually been interested in private gyms like Hunger in the Wild, like those businesses, those companies, those are the ones that are going to struggle in the end. And whether they, adapt to the situation is whether they make it or not. And that's impressive that you guys are, going to try to make that leap to online. I think that's definitely the future. Yeah. So,
well, whenever the lockdowns hit here, obviously the gyms shut down, but a lot of people were panicking, but we sat down and we're like, man, we already have we're ahead of the game here. We're already online based. Like all of our clients, all of our gym members have the app that has all of our programming. So pretty much all we did was rent out equipment, and we were good to go. We didn't lose members. If anything, we gained members during the lockdown. So we were pretty much prepared. But like you said, I mean, that's going to be I think it's going to be definitely the future of the fitness industry. Is everything's going to be online.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just a little different side of the industry, but the supplement industry, I mean, I see it every day. GNC is closing down and vitamin shops closing down, and it's because you got Amazon. Everybody's, they're paying less. They got the 2-day shipping. I think it's like 1 in 4 adults has Prime, so it's like 2-day shipping. It's cheaper. It just makes sense, and it's running all the companies out of business, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Like you say, like everything was heading in that direction, and COVID just amplified at the rate at which that happened. Like it forced it. Everyone had to find some sort of online resource if they wanted to continue. Yeah.
I do hope though. I was gonna say I do hope that there is a spot for that in-person lifting and being able to obviously go into the gym and having that sense of community, because I feel like for so many of us that are fitness enthusiasts, that's a huge part of why we love this lifestyle, right? Is because we're with like-minded people that are disciplined, that are ambitious. And so in that sense, I mean, we've all met great people, obviously in the weight room. And so I think in that sense, I hope that there's still that face-to-face, in-person contact and relationships. So I hope it doesn't go too far online.
No, I agree. And I think there is a time and a place for that, especially with going forward in the future. No telling what's going to happen, with COVID and everything. But, with gyms, or with our gym in particular, trying to go more online, keeping that kind of community atmosphere is definitely on the top of the list too. But still moving forward, into the future, not staying back in the old school type of ways and just going with the time, I think is important, but also keeping that community portion of a gym is important too.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, like I said before, it's an interesting topic, and it's kind of a touchy topic because you've seen it with the restaurants too this year. And it's, it's very unfortunate, but anyways, I want to go back a little ways. We kind of strayed from a little bit from what I wanted to talk about. I want to go back to the Olympic weightlifting aspect of the interview, and kind of what's the next step? Like, when's your next meet? Do you know yet, or are things kind of postponed for now, or?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of, like a lot of it's going online. Like last year, the Nationals meet and the American Open finals, it was all online. So, that kind of takes away from what I want out of the sport, lifting in front of people, it just being in that atmosphere, being in that meet, being around the other lifters, like it's no longer there. And so, I mean, the goal is still to go to Nationals this year and, find some meets to qualify to go, but no telling if they're even going to have Nationals again. Hopefully they do. But, so have a meet coming up end of February, and hopefully then qualify for Nationals and then prepare for that as well.
So by online, do you mean like it was video recorded, or like what?
So
how does that work?
I didn't really go too deep into it. I didn't really look at it, but from what I heard and what I saw kind of online it was basically like a Zoom meeting, and there's a bunch of lifters, and it was like one lifter would lift, and then it would go on to the next one, they'd go on to the next one, they'd go on to the next one.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't really know how it was organized, but apparently it worked out. But I don't know. It just, for me, it takes away from a lot of the sport, lifting people, like, it's just, that's
absolutely
that's part of it.
And we face the same thing. We're all athletes. I'm a hockey player, Dylan's a hockey player, and Colin's a football player. So like not having fans, it changes the way you play. And I know, like, you love the sport, you love all the aspects of it, but a big aspect of it is the fans and that kind of adrenaline that comes with it. The atmosphere. Like that's the name of the game right there, so. Yeah. So you guys got anything for him?
No, I guess we kind of touched on where how it started and where you're headed, but no, I guess good luck with the meet in February, and then we're excited to to see where it goes and what you do with it.
You guys appreciate it.
Yeah. And one more thing, we always ask our guests for advice. And so you're a prime example of doing what you love. Like you're doing what you're passionate about, and you're not sitting in an office somewhere, like doing something you're not happy with. So what advice would you give to people who are trying to break off from that 9 to 5 that they're disappointed with? Like they're hesitant to go towards their passion. What's your advice for them?
Man, the best advice I can give is you just got to go for it. Like you got to. There's no time to say what if or worry about the consequences of what you do. I mean, there's always. I mean, you're gonna be okay. You'll figure it out.
Yep.
I'd rather fail doing what I love than saying what if all the time.
Yep.
So you just got to go for it.
Yeah, it's like you're backing yourself into a corner, and you're giving yourself no option but to succeed. That's kind of what I live by. So that's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah. And even Joey, we've talked about that too. Like you don't want to be saying what if. You'd rather give it your all and say, man, it didn't work out, than saying, what if I would have tried this? What if I would have done this? So yeah.
Yep. All right, good stuff. Colin, you got anything for him, or are we good here?
No, obviously I respect the decision to go for what you love. And obviously now you're doing something where you truly love it. So you don't really feel like you need a vacation from it. And I feel like that's how work should be. You should love what you do so much that you're not looking forward to the weekend. You know what I mean? It should be 7 days of enjoyment.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, it's sad because they hate what they do, and they just do it because they're trying to get by and make a living. And then we live for 2 days, and then those 2 days go by. I mean, you got 7 days. God made 7 days for a reason, so we should enjoy all 7. And you're doing that. So I respect that.
Good stuff.
Actually, I went on vacation a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, by day 3, I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I'm ready to go come back to the gym, back to work. I had FOMO because everybody was posting about being at the gym. I'm like, man, I need to be there.
I feel that.
I'm ready to go. Yeah, so 7-day vacation is not for me. So
yeah now it's the other way around. The vacation.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on vacation every day. Every day I'm at the gym.
That's how it should be.
I'm on vacation. I'm living it, living the dream.
Awesome, man. Good stuff. Well, hey, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to following your progress.
Cool, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. Good luck.